All right, more supermoon talk. This is a picture I took yesterday driving back to Flagstaff from Albuquerque. And yesterday was kind of a full moon, as well as tonight being a full moon. What is the supermoon? Well, you know, the moon takes an elliptical orbit around the Earth. So when it's at perigee, the moon is much, much closer to the Earth than when it's at apogee. These are just technical mathematical names for being close in the ellipse or far in the ellipse. Well, when the full moon coincides with perigee, that's when it's considered a supermoon. If it was a full moon when it's at apogee far from the Earth, that's called a micromoon in contrast. Anyway, well, this perigee is coinciding with the full moon, which makes it 15% bigger, 30% brighter, and this is the closest the full moon has been since 1948. What is that, 68 years since it's been this close on a full moon approach, and it's not going to happen again for a long time as well, not until 2034. The thing was, the moon was full at 6:50 this morning was the actual, when it was 100%. So last night as we approached that, right before it set, it was almost a 100% full moon. And tonight, as we're kind of moving away from the full moon, we're almost 100% illuminated as well. So we kind of get two great nights of this supermoon. All right, beautiful, great day out there today. High temperature 61 degrees, way above the average of 51 for this time of year. Not far off record type warmth, 70 degrees, set back in 1967. Our cold morning, like Sierra just mentioned, 23 degrees. Now, that's right on average. It's cold around here this time of year, at least during the nights. As of late, today's high temperatures everywhere across the state, certainly not feeling like we're getting into mid-November here. 75 in Sedona today, 74 in Prescott, 87 in Phoenix, 79 Payson, and 69 in Winslow. And we've been in this type of very mild weather now, it seems like, for a couple weeks. Strong high pressure in place across the entire western United States. And you can kind of see this ridge as you see this kind of storm kind of arcing up over the top of the warm air bubble across the entire western United States. Well, it's only got about another 24, 36 hours left in this ridge of high pressure before a big branch of this Gulf of Alaska low breaks off and breaks this ridge of high pressure down. We have extreme, drastic changes in our weather because we're like very warm right now. We're going to be very cold here as we get into the later portion of the work week. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Currently outside it's 48 degrees at Pulliam Airport tonight. That full supermoon is also known as the full beaver moon. It's also known as a full frosty moon, which is a little more appropriate for us here across dry northern Arizona. Why is it called the beaver moon? Well, it's kind of the time the beavers are getting ready for the winter, or trappers used to need to get their beavers right now before the streams froze over. All right, for us tomorrow, near record type warmth. Last day of that ridge, 68 degrees, 70 degrees is the record for tomorrow's date of November the 15th, is it already? Set back in 1999. Cold front approaches on Wednesday, windy, huge windy day, and then way colder temperatures later on in the week. It doesn't look like we're going to see any precipitation with this cold front. Sedona 80 tomorrow, Prescott 77, Show Low 68. All right, the extended forecast, a very windy Wednesday. A strong cold front approaches Arizona, breaks through that ridge of high pressure. I would expect wind gusts in excess of 40 miles per hour through the day on Wednesday and a Wednesday night. A cold front pushes through. Look at those high temperatures, guys. It's good, 30 degrees almost, cooler here as we get into Thursday and Friday as a much different air mass moves into Arizona. And it doesn't look like this storm's going to have any moisture, but with the high pressure breaking down, it looks like the storm window opens and we have several more storms before even the end of the month. So maybe we'll get a little snow around here by Thanksgiving.